Hey, Corey, are you back in the Zoom? Are you in? Why don't you bend over and spell run three times fast? Are you in? Are you in? Are you in?
Inappropriate. By the way, this week's episode is rated G. This week's episode is rated G for Gayson.
Jason, huh?
Yeah, your nickname.
Maybe you are Cankle Boobs. Hi, Corey. What's for dinner?
Sketty.
We had nachos.
Ooh. Nacho cheese.
Yeah, with nacho cheese.
Was it like cauliflower version or was it actual
Cauliflower.
I don't know. You eat all these low carb like keto stuff. I don't
Dude,
know.
have you seen me?
Dude,
I don't.
dude, one time I asked you, be like, "Oh, this is delicious something on the tacos with cauliflower." I was like, "All right."
That was my wife, dude, not me.
No, it's fine.
I've totally abandoned the weight loss thing. Yeah.
No, you haven't.
It looks like I have. I like beverages too much, you know?
No, speaking of beverages.
Oh shit.
I just, I didn't have anything else.
I got the same thing.
Oh, you drinking water? You drinking water? Oh, you little bitch. You drinking water? You knew
I got Bud Lights.
You remember
I
that?
can go get. You want me to go get some? I got them
No,
downstairs.
you don't have to. I'm not a peer pressure. I just wanted a couple. I wanted to have a couple beers, talk to you. Lucy,
I was thinking about it, but I had a rough weekend. Not a rough weekend. I just need to give the old filtration system a break.
Was that due to the Giants losing on Sunday?
No, I'm used to that.
I know you are. I know.
Yeah.
Who did they even play? I don't even remember. I'm sorry. I don't know. I should know.
Broncos.
Yeah. Well,
dude, I barely watched. I've watched more replays than I watched live anything.
Really?
Yeah.
So do you record it and go back or watch it online or? Well, I guess it's probably harder to watch here because it's not local.
You go to NFL.com.
No, I know that.
Or not the Giants game. I'm talking about NFL in general.
Oh, in general.
All of Sunday. I barely watched anything live.
Not me, sir.
No.
I always watch live.
Go Hawks.
Live and in person.
Oh, did you go to the live viewing thing up at Lumen Field?
That would be a negative.
Oh.
That seems like an overreach of fun. Like, hey, pretend like they're here.
Dude, but the whole, scenery around the stadiums there.
I'll be there next week. That's fine. I'll do it real. I'm not going to do it for the people that can't, that don't have tickets. That's for people that don't go every week.
The tents and the RVs and the scent of piss in the air.
Tailgating at the stadium for the opener that's not at home, but when
for the home
want it, so it's all fucking dude, it's not happening in front of you. You're just watching it on TV. If it was the Super Bowl,
but you're hanging out with like-minded folks. Yeah.
Okay.
What if Ciara shows up?
Okay. Big whoop.
What if they have some Mariners show up? What if Ken Griffey shows up?
If Griffey was there, I would go.
Yeah. Well, what if
but he's not going?
How do you know?
Hey, if Jesus was there,
maybe he's like, you know what? I want to go check out my statue. And I'm like, hey, Griffey, they're showing the game over here. He's like, oh, I'm gonna go check that shit out.
I
maybe
Corey's there
over there.
I heard Corey's there. I'm gonna go check. I'm gonna say what's up. What's up, man? I heard you wanted to meet me. What's up, man?
Yeah.
Let me sign all of your shit and your baseball sign
down below. And it'll be saying, hey, Corey, this is KG Jr.
Ken Griffey Jr. commented on our video. I would literally shit my pants.
You had your chance to meet him, but
I
you
would
weren't there.
freak the fuck out. I mean, it would be first of all.
Ah!
No, I would just be like, dude, you would too. Shut up.
Well,
And Ken Griffey Jr. commented
like, you're a bum.
Our video.
You're a bum. You should have retired sooner. You should have retired in Cincinnati, you bum. That's what I'd say. Falling asleep in the dugout. What's wrong with you? Embarrass yourself.
You done yet? Mr. I think Eli Manning's the greatest quarterback that's ever played.
No. Hang on.
Oh.
Hang on. You gave me
you literally choices. You told me that you would take
you gave me two choices. Yeah, I would.
Yeah. Are you insane? Like, we're not gonna go. We don't have to revisit this because you've already made your stance clear that you're not gonna change.
Hey, no. Do you want me really to defend my stance?
What?
You really want to defend me to defend
here we go.
my stance?
You want we're going down the rabbit hole, bitch. Okay.
Yeah.
Dan Marino or Trent Dilfer? Who's the better quarterback?
Dilfer. Super Bowl ring.
51 Super Bowl.
Yep.
But I would argue in the same argument
and he grabbed that kid on the sideline.
Trent Dilfer is not. Hey, hold on. Let me finish my statement. Trent Dilfer is not the reason that Baltimore won that Super Bowl. It's because of goddamn defense, and you know it. So you were trying to say, oh, Peyton Manning's only got two because one because of the defense. So guess what? You just fucking canceled out your argument.
No, you didn't let me finish either.
Oh.
Speaking of Trent Dilfer, and I realize I say speaking of a lot. Both of us.
You do.
Speaking of Trent Dilfer, did you see the video of him? I think it's him. He's coaching high school football now.
What, he was just screaming at a quarterback or something?
Dude, he went off on this kid, dude. And people are recording. It's freaking NFL quarterback coaching your high school football team.
Yeah, but he doesn't care. He's passionate about what he's doing.
He had to put on an apology the next day.
Oh, I didn't.
Embarrassing, dude.
I didn't think anything of it. I was just thinking he's coaching. What would a coach do? You're trying to teach him, right? I mean,
dude, the kids these days are snowflakes now. They're not
we know this, but we're also living in a world where if you apologize, I don't know what he said, and maybe he said something completely inappropriate. If he said anything about his mom, I get it.
No, I think he put his hands on the kid. I saw the video.
Sit down. I'll put my hands on you, bitch.
We can look it up if you want to look it up.
I don't want to look it up. It's Trent Dilfer. I did not.
You're asking, dude.
I did. No, I was asking you if you thought he's a better quarterback than Dan Marino, and the fact that you said yes means you must be drinking water out of that vodka out of that water bottle, because you're drunk.
You never know. It could be
Kirkland vodka in a water bottle.
Playing the part.
Costco.
Yep. And the Oscar for Best Actor. Dan Marino. Dude, I don't even remember watching Dan Marino play. The only thing I remember about Dan Marino is his commercials.
Okay. So since you didn't remember him playing, does that mean he wasn't a good quarterback?
His commercials for the Isotoner. No, what I'm saying is his commercials for the Isotoner fucking gloves were more memorable than his play on the field. That's what I'm saying.
Because he never won anything big. I get it. I'm not sitting saying.
Fuck sucks.
Well, who was the quarterback for the Bills when they went to 4 straight Super Bowls? Wasn't it 4? Jim Kelly?
Yeah.
Would you consider him a loser? Or just he just
giant
loser. No, I understand. You can't consider him the greatest because the thing is, the difference is if he would have won 4 Super Bowls in a row, you would say
Troy Aikman.
He's the greatest quarterback ever. Right? 4 in a row. Right? But because he just went to 4 Super Bowls and lost them all, he's a bum.
He's a fucking bum. Yep. Loser.
Your logic is
what do you remember about him? That he got to 4 Super Bowls or that he lost 4 Super Bowls?
Dude, they were the most dominant team in the AFC.
Exactly. It's funny you mentioned the Bills because I vividly remember one of those Super Bowls. Wide right, baby. Wide right. Giants win.
Yeah. Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. One of their 4 Super Bowls. How many did the Seahawks have?
Did we talk about that?
1.
How much? Hey, you know what? Okay.
All right. All right. All right.
All right.
All right. Here,
you know
here,
what
here.
else? I saw
Hey,
an instant
Ricardo
interesting
Lockett or
statistic
Steve
today.
Largent?
Well, Steve Largent. Steve Largent's like,
Okay. All right. All right. Hey, hang on.
no, we're not,
Marshawn Lynch or Sean Alexander?
Marshawn Lynch.
What?
Without question.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
And I have both of their jerseys. This is not anything against Sean Alexander, because in Sean Alexander's prime, he was fantastic. But everybody was like, oh,
in Sean Alexander's prime, he had a hell of an O line in front of him.
No, absolutely. But still.
And then once they lost that one dude,
huh?
Once they lost the one dude on the O line, what was his face?
Steve Hutcherson.
Yeah. Once they lost him, Sean Alexander.
Well, no, he went the year before. Then he left, and it was just nothing. But Marshawn Lynch didn't give a crap if he had a line or not a line or half a line. Anybody that is a football fan at all understands, like, he was beast mode. Like, he made that, and when he came to Seattle, he's like, I was beast mode. And everybody kind of like chuckled until he like did it. And he was just that. I'm gonna eat Skittles. And then he realized, like, I can run over people, and he did, and he always did. He did it in Buffalo. He just never got really enough, and then that guy. Like, I'm not trying to, but he was a beast. He really was. He literally walked the walk, and he did it. He ran over people numerous times, and then you know what? If he got hit, he was like, "All right, what? Tell me somebody you think is better. I'm gonna guess." Go. Waiting.
No,
Apparently, we're talking about sports today on the Jason and Corey podcast. Sports only talk show.
It was a big weekend, dude. It was NFL. First full weekend of the NFL.
Aaron Rodgers has checked out.
Dude.
Like,
so I didn't watch any of that, but
dude, he
threw in the towel.
The minute I saw his long ass ponytail hair and his bullshit mustache beard crap, like, you're a professional athlete.
Is it?
And I understand he usually does it, but it was a little different.
Is it because of the headbutting with him in the front office? You think that he just mailed it in?
He's dude. This is what I'm thinking. Next week he's gonna come out and throw dimes. He's gonna tear it up. He might win, they might not, but he's gonna be like, it wasn't me. And then he's gonna have another stinker game. He's literally setting the stage for him so he won't have any issues of leaving. Because if he plays his mind out of his mind and then leaves, then he's an asshole. But if he can find a way for the front office to kind of maybe be okay with him moving on, because maybe they think he's losing it, because then he'll go to whoever, tear it up, become comeback player of the year, Aaron Rodgers.
Yep.
Everybody thought he left. Like, they're already talking about how he's lost.
Oh, you know where he's going to end up?
Cincinnati.
Dallas.
Nah, I don't know if you go to Dallas.
His old coach.
No, whoop do you fucking do? I don't think it's that. They're not going to let go of Dak Prescott.
Nah.
You know what? Maybe they would.
Nah, Dak will ride the fucking bench. Him and Zeke of 69 each other in the Salvation Army. Freaking
dude. The other thing that's funny is I've never seen so many super like supportive like articles about the Dallas Cowboys. Like, oh man, we almost had them. We look really good. You lost. You know, the Jets also lost. Is it the same? No, but you still lost.
It's better.
It's better because you kind of almost, but you literally, the dumbest thing you did was you gave Tom Brady a minute and a half left to win the game. And he fucking did.
You know, sometimes it seems like this shit is scripted like WWE, you know?
I don't know if it's that much.
Sometimes it feels
there's times where I feel like it can be.
They call
like the year the Patriots won.
They're like, hey Vince, how would you handle this one? We'll just have Aaron fucking mail it in and give Tom Brady like a minute left and let him win in the last.
No, I remember thinking back in 2001, or was it 2001, 2002 season, the first year that the Patriots won the Super Bowl, right? Right after 9/11.
Don't remember.
That's when it was. I'm telling you.
Oh, okay.
Jesus.
Didn't you say right? Right.
I was just having to go, okay. You don't have to be like, I know that is a fact.
Okay.
It's called conversation. Get with it.
Okay.
We're supposed to be doing that with our for our folks out here.
Well, I'm usually
Tired of
correcting
making.
you, so I'm
I'm trying to carrying the show with my facts knowledge of football. No, the right after 9/11, everything was a very serious thing. So the following February, the Patriots win the Super Bowl. I thought that was kind of coincidental, right?
Yeah, but wouldn't you think that America's team should have won the Super Bowl after?
No, because
9/11?
we're not going because America's team is not America's team because America loves them. It's because Jerry Jones probably copyrighted it. I wouldn't be surprised if America's team is like a copyright thing where every time somebody says it, he gets paid. Or the Dallas Cowboys somehow have royalties to it. Oh, I'm not even going to look it up because I'm going to guess it is. Hey, somebody out there, do the research for me. Go ahead, leave the comment down below.
Michelle.
Yeah, Michelle or
Grams.
Crystal or I don't know. Oh, speaking of comments.
Speaking of.
Have you read any of the recent comments, by the way?
Yes, I have.
Did you happen to read one from a certain someone that lives with me? She is very curious and wants to know your reaction to her comment. She was responding to us talking about her crazy ideas about Edward Forty Hands.
Maybe I didn't read that.
You need to, and I will wait and kind of just let everybody know.
Yeah.
Last week, Jason, we were reading a comment where my wife was saying how we need to like do Edward Forty Hands, we pick each other's drink and then warm our drinks over like a bonfire or some shit. Like, read it out loud, bitch.
I did read it, and I commented back to her.
Did you?
You guys cracked me up. I went to Western and started crossing the border into Canada to go to bars at 18. So we had to keep life interesting. Yeah, okay. Canadian beer is like 3% alcohol, so that doesn't count. All right. And make our own fun. I got game unlike those cougs. All right, Mrs. Corrie, we're not friends anymore. Okay.
I think you missed the point of that. She's basically saying like you can't handle this just talking about being hardcore. You claim to be a fucking coog, Mr. Which is coog is like the drinking capital of the world. I'm not going to say it's not. We all know it. That's what people go there for. And that's awesome. But like, I thought it was pretty funny. She was like, unlike those cougs. And I was like, babe, I thought it was funny.
Yeah. Fuck around and find out, Miss Corrie.
Huh? She'll fucking kill you, man. She's straight.
I know.
She's
drink up, pussy. Oh.
She's like, wow, pumped you in the nuts. You're like, oh, I'm so sorry, Mrs. Corrie. She'd be like, yeah, that's right, bitch.
Yeah. Show up to your house.
Shit, get hit.
I had a door. She answers the door. I go, oh, hey, nice to meet you. You go to give her a hug or something. She's like, bag tag.
Speaking of bag tag.
Speaking of,
earlier today, I was horse.
We should have a segment called "Speaking of."
Speaking of, not a bad idea. Speaking of bag tags, me and my daughter were horse playing around a little bit.
Oh,
and she got me right in the boys.
Yeah, right in the beans.
Right in the dilly billies. Like. And it was like instant. Oh,
how'd you explain that to her? She's only 2, right?
I didn't. She just was like, "Oh, sorry, Dad. I'm sorry," because she knew I was in pain. And then, of course, Mom.
I don't believe that. If she's anything like her mom, she's like, "Get the fuck up, Dad."
No. Her mom was like, "You okay?" I was like, "I was need a minute." Like that's literally what it was, and I was laying there going, "I can't remember the last time something like this happened." Like genuinely, I was like, it's been a really long time. That hurts so bad.
Oh, I thought I was off the clock.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm still at work.
Oh, God, hear the buzz. Anyways. But yeah. I don't remember how we got on that, but yeah, I got what'd you call it? The nut tapped or whatever, bag tap? Bag tag, yeah, whatever. So that happened to me earlier today. Yeah, so Giants lost, Seahawks won. Aaron Rodgers is bum.
And fuck Cam Newton.
Fuck Cam Newton. Jesus. This is just gonna keep going, man. Do you hear what he said this week?
No,
Dude,
I just saw the way he's dressed. I'm like, ugh.
no, I didn't watch anything on him. I literally just heard him talking about himself in the third person. And he said the only reason the Patriots didn't want him is because of his aura. His aura would cause problems in the locker room because his aura is that powerful. I said, you said aura. Did you mean BO? Because I'm not sure what the fuck you're talking about.
What do they call that with the CTE? Hey, bro, go see a neurosurgeon. I think
he's genuine. This is why I
think your noggin hit the turf one too many times.
And that you know which that Super Bowl that he was in that they deserved to get to because they played great to get there, right? And they did some questionable whatever.
I don't know.
When he started rolling around on the ground when he was losing, you know what I'm talking about. I don't even remember who they were playing.
I don't remember.
Patriots? No, fucking no.
Hey,
but I knew he was done.
Cam Newton or Randall Cunningham?
Ooh. Well, did Randall Cunningham ever win a Super Bowl?
Don't think so.
I liked Randall Cunningham, so I'll just pick him because I've never liked Cam Newton.
Randall Cunningham.
I always thought he was kind of like, is he going to ever be? And then he just started being an arrogant.
Randall Cunningham or Mike Vick?
Ooh.
Mike Vick is one of the prettiest throws, dude. I don't know what it is about left-handers, but
Mike Vick
swing a baseball bat and throw a football.
Yeah,
and you're like, oh,
just
man,
so nothing but football related. Mike Vick, he really was the first to really be like I don't know if you call it a triple threat
phenom.
Yeah, like he was just. I mean, if you lived in Atlanta and didn't have a Mike Vick jersey, you weren't watching football. Like that just was the jersey you had.
No, you were watching dog fights.
Well, but even then, they're wearing them too, right? You know, I don't even know what football is, but this guy, he puts on a great whatever. Anyways, yeah, like Mike Vick changed. I mean, there's a lot of these football players that exist. I shouldn't even say exist. I mean, Cam Newton is around because he's like, I can move like that, except for I'm a foot taller and I have an ego like a freaking maniac. Oh, let me play football. Like, I cannot fathom being and having an ego like that. He's just, dude, does he not have family? It's like, hey, bro, shut the fuck up.
You're up here. You need to be down here.
You're never going to play again. And then he's going to get on TV with his fucking hair. Like,
no, he will.
And they're going to be like, man, when I was playing, man, I was in my prime. Like, if you haven't heard
take a look at all these other idiots that are famous for no fucking reason, just for being outlandishly stupid. And everybody's like, I want to be stupid too, you know?
Well, but hey, and ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Corrie and Jason podcast.
Hey, we want to be stupid too.
We want to be stupid. Well, no, really, the reason why is, remember, we were talking, and it kind of goes back to the origin story where you were like, you ever thought about doing a podcast? Because we were just already having these conversations. Like, we're just talking right now. We try to structure this. Try to structure this for people to listen to, but really,
it didn't work.
What?
It kind of did.
What
the structure?
Well, nah. But we've got an idea. We got.
I think we kind of gave up on it though.
Well, no,
because we were trying to give bones.
Yeah, but the thing is like we have too much structure. It gets forced.
Yeah,
we still have those things, but we don't always fill them all out. Like, I got some stuff we're gonna get to. It's gonna be good shit.
Good, because I ain't got shit.
Are you done talking about sports and fucking Newton and all that shit?
Until,
if he ever plays in the league again, it's gonna be because somebody broke their leg on a team that needs a quarterback, and they don't have an option. Like, that's the only way I see him playing, and it would have to happen like the first half of the season.
I think he'll end up on the Redskins or the Washington football team.
Okay. I mean, I'm not going to be surprised if he is. I think I'd be more surprised if he signs this year with anybody. I don't know, man.
I think this year's his best chance.
Huh?
I think this year's his best chance. I think the longer he sits, the more he gets stale.
I think it would be hilarious if Colin Kaepernick got a shot before he did.
That ain't gonna happen.
Well, I would just think it was hilarious because that'd be people like Cam Newton. Nah, man. We'll take this guy who hasn't played in 4 years.
Nah, bruh.
Yeah. Anyways, what's the best burger you've ever had? Do you remember? Everybody's got like, we can talk about some more food, but the best hamburger or cheeseburger or any kind of burger that you've ever had. Do you have any place like that? Like some people like certain things. Now there's go-tos.
I don't think so.
Where's a place that you go that you always can guarantee you're going to get a good burger?
McDonald's.
Okay. That's you.
If I'm going to McDonald's, I'm going to get a burger.
Right. Like for me, like there's two places I think of instantly, right?
Yeah.
And it's nothing fancy or anything like that. There's two places I think of when I think of getting a burger. That's good.
Dick's.
The Ram. Like I'm talking like a burger. Like, there's different categories, but the Ram always has got good burgers. Whether they're the best, that's not my point. Like, you know what you're getting.
Yeah.
Right?
Red Robin. I'm going to get a burger.
Red Robin's. And you know what? I haven't been there in a really, really, really long time because they kind of got weird with their shit. Like they were like, oh, you can have all you can eat fries, but you're only going to get this many at once. Like, did you notice that? You used to get baskets of fries.
Yeah.
Last time I was there, I don't know if they reverted back. I hope they did, but
I don't think so.
It was like they would bring you like a handful at a time, and I was like, you bitch. Anyways, it's a long.
But now they have pizza there. I hear they got that Donato's pizza, and I hear that Donato's is like, I hear that Donato's is like to die for. I haven't had it, but that's what I heard.
I don't even know what you're talking about. But anyways, so the Ram, and then Frugal's. If anybody knows what Frugal's is,
there's one in Auburn.
Is there anyone in Auburn?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought the only one that I'd known of, and it's the only one I've ever known of, is the one in Tacoma, Pacific Avenue, right there in by Fox's.
What about the Poodle Dog?
Oh, the Poodle Dog. I haven't been there in a minute. That place used to be the breakfast joint.
Yeah.
We used to go to when I worked down on the Tide Flats years and years ago. We used to have meetings there every once in a while between them and Mitzel's.
Mitzel's?
Yeah, there used to be a Mitzel's down just across that intersection.
Wow.
In Fife.
The only Mitzel's I knew about was the one over here in Kent at the hotel. That has since closed.
Oh, yeah. Kind of over by the Burger King and the Hotel Red Lion or whatever it was.
Dunzo.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Gone. Out of business.
Yeah, I think
COVID
that
casualty
too. I think that one's like the building's not even there anymore. But anyways,
I don't know. I
like because burgers
said, all the
hard to mess up, but there are some places that do. I've had them, and I'm like, what in the world are you making? This is not a hamburger. This is crap.
I like the hole in the wall places.
I do too.
You know,
Frugal's I like because it's just like it's simple. It's very similar to Dick's. There's another place that my wife actually turned me on to down. It's a South End thing. Oh God, what's it called? Like Big Tom's, I think is what it's called. I think they have a couple different names. But I think Big Tom's is the original, and then it's got a couple different names now or whatever. But it's good. And all it is like they have their special sauce, and all their special sauce really is like mayo.
Thousand Island.
No, it's like mayo, ketchup, and mayo, mustard, and like dill relish kind of. I know it's simple.
Thousand Island.
No, because there's no ketchup in it.
Oh.
It's like mayo, mustard. It's like a
yellow.
Island? Huh?
There's no ketchup there's ketchup in Thousand Island dressing?
I believe so. I don't fucking know. I've never made Thousand Island before I buy that shit because I'm a goddamn baller, bitch.
Hey, speaking of dressing. Speaking of dressing.
Baller. Goddamn baller.
Did you know that there's anchovies?
Huh?
Did you know that there's anchovies in Caesar?
Yes.
I never knew that.
That's what recently. And not in all of them, in the good ones, which sounds crazy because I would never eat anchovies.
Yeah. If you don't believe us, go look it up.
Yeah, go look it up.
Just like I had to. I was like,
yeah. No, there's some
anchovies and Caesar dressing. You turn the bottle on, I'm like, oh shit, there's anchovies in there.
Yep, it's a certain kind of the salty whatever. Anyways, what were we talking about? Anyway, that's a good place too. So if you're ever down in the Olympia Lacey area, a place called Big Tom's, there's another name too.
What's the other one? Like when we go to when you go to Pullman, you go to Cougar Country,
right?
Or you go to Zips.
Oh yeah.
Or what's the other place? Burger Master.
Yep, Burger Master's good too. I actually ate over there when I was over there for a work trip about a year or so ago.
I don't know if I could ever go, oh yeah, this one's the best. Like
no, but the conversation is like there's good burgers and there's bad. Like what is to you the most important ingredient in a burger?
Beef.
Well, yeah, but
like McDonald's.
I think there's more room for error on the beef.
I don't eat McDonald's very often, but when I do eat McDonald's, I will usually get a double cheeseburger or something. But within a few hours or the next day, I know I had McDonald's. Like,
right.
I do not feel good.
Well, let me put it this way. To me, there's a wide range of like hamburger or beef that's acceptable. A lot more. The thing that changes everything, right, and kind of to me is the bun itself. I'm not a fan of potato bread on burgers. You know what I mean? Like that really, you grab it and just squishes down, it's gone, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what even the one is that I like.
I'm more of a classic hamburger bun, brioche kind of guy.
Well, no, but like I really like the
sesame seeds.
Sesame seed. There's nothing wrong with that. The one with like the onions, the wall onions.
Hey, I'll tell you what makes a difference. My kids taught me this.
Okay.
Toasting the bun.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Bun has to be toasted.
Absolutely. And there's a right way and a wrong way to toast a bun.
For
all you people. Yeah,
if
you take too long to toast it, like on a heat that's not too hot, the whole bun just firms up. The whole thing.
Yeah.
There's a balance between just getting it crispy and keeping the bun up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so there's sometimes where I've gone over to people's houses and bless their hearts. They put them in the barbecue at the top and they let them sit there for like 10 minutes and then things are like,
Are you saying their cornbread is too done in the middle?
Yes. Yes, sir. But like speaking of food, so like hamburgers, like the bun for me is like where it starts. A good bun, you can kind of, because then at that point, like if you use frozen patties, if you cook it the right way, it's you'll know, like it's not the best.
Hey, you know what? One thing that throws me off though, like places like Red Robin or these fancy, maybe it's only Red Robin that I can think of.
Right.
You order a burger and they go, "How would you like that done?" And I'm like, I'm not ordering a fucking piece of steak here. Cook my burger. Like,
you know what? Yeah, I can't.
I want it rare. I'm like, well, what do you mean?
Yeah, you know what? They do ask that at the Ram. And for a burger, it's not as critical. No. Like on a steak, if you're getting anything more than medium,
I don't want a piece of charcoal. Okay.
How about if you're getting anything more than a medium done steak, like I can get it. Depending on the steak, like you have but like I'm like a medium rare to medium, right? Like not. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I don't like a cold middle.
No, I don't like a cold middle. I like it warm, but like, but on a burger, I'll just cook it. I think I say the same thing. Medium. I don't know. I don't care. But like,
it always throws me off. I'm like, what did I order?
Go to McDonald's or Burger King or Wendy's or Jack in the Box. They never ask you, how do you like your burger? Because that would fuck them up. Because they would not be able to keep that shit straight. They wouldn't. They're not making.
I'll give you, Burger King and Carl's Jr. They got a one up on Jack and McDonald's.
I'm not a big fan of Jack in the Box anymore
because of the flame broiled shit.
Yeah,
the flame broiled adds that tinge of flavor. That fire.
Oh, absolutely, dude. It's Burger King. A Whopper from Burger King is solid. Not the best thing you'll ever have, but it's like, you know what? When I want a burger, if I ever go like I want to have a hamburger, I don't go to McDonald's. I don't go to Jack in the Box. I don't go to even Wendy's, even though Wendy's burgers are really good too. But when I think of like, I just want a hamburger, cheese,
Whopper with cheese,
a Whopper with cheese, man. It's really hard to beat. because you know what I mean. It's first, it's classic. It's familiar, right? I've been anti Jack in the Box. I've been anti fast food for a while, trying to eat cleaner. But when I cave in, what I have is Wendy's, and it's because it's convenient to where I work, really, because it's like not many. There's like 5 options, and half of them are like everything you know. But Wendy's is like, well, at least fresh. I don't know. Maybe let's see. I know it's still the same shit. I don't care if it's not frozen or not. It's still fucking processed beef. So
walking back to the office,
but their spicy chicken sandwich it's hard to beat.
I was gonna say, I picture you walking back in the office with a chili stain on your shirt and a frosty mustache. Where'd you go for lunch?
What? But anyways, I've been an anti Jack in the Box for a while, and you know why?
Okay.
Every single time that I have gone there for any other reason, and their tacos are still good. We talked about this before.
Yeah.
But anytime I go there and they advertise anything, I'm like, oh, that actually looks pretty good. And I try it. Crap. Every fucking time. And I don't mean kind of. Every fucking time.
You know why? Have you ever worked fast food?
Yes.
Because people hate the workers, the cooks, they hate the new shit.
Because it's not new shit. It's not. No. Because it's never been like some made up new. It's not always like I don't ever like do the crazy thing. But they'll be like, oh, we have this. It's the jumbo jack or the sourdough jack, and except for we add this. I'm like, well, that sounds good. And then it's like, and it's a deal too. It's like, oh, it's only $5.99. I'm like, that's good because I don't need a lot. I'm not the guy that goes and gets like, oh, I want this supersized and extra side of bacon and add some cheese. And I'm just like, I'll order a meal how it comes. I don't upgrade it because I don't need that much. Right.
Welcome to Fatty Time with Corrie and Jason.
Fatty Time.
You know what? I was gonna say you could be the burger version of Dave Portnoy. You know how he does the pizza, one bite. You know, you could be burger, get one bite with Corey Bach.
No, let me finish trashing on Jack in the Box because I'm not done. And the straw and the needle in the haystack or the straw on the camel's back.
I thought you were gonna say their straws are the best because they're the big ones.
No,
you know,
I went there one time, right? Actually, not too long ago. It's probably within the last year, and they screwed up my order. Not even close. They obviously just screwed up, right? And I was in a hurry, so I was like, oh, could I change quarter-fires? And so I was pissed, but this was in the time where like you couldn't go inside, so it was drive-through only. And I was in a hurry, so I was like, but it was wrong. Like nothing. I don't even remember what it was. I didn't look, but it was like stuff I was not going to eat, regardless of what. It might have been more than I paid for. I don't know. Drove back through the drive-through. The drive-through line wasn't too long, but it was a couple cars, and I was kind of frustrated. And I get to the thing. I said, "Hey, I just came through the drive-through and I got the wrong food. This is what I ordered, and I need to, I would like the right food." The person says this to me: "Sir, did you open the bag?" Yeah, I opened the bag. How the fuck do you think I didn't? Right? I said, well, yeah. And the lady says, well, sorry, sir, since you opened the bag, we can't exchange it for anything else. I said, oh, I want to exchange it for anything. I want the food I ordered.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, by this point, there's 2 cars behind me. I can't back out and just be like, fuck it, whatever. So I'm married to this. So I said, well, like, no, I don't think you understand. And I ordered
gave me the wrong order.
Yeah, I don't have what I ordered, and I don't want this. It's not what I ordered.
Yeah.
And then before I'm done talking, they're like,
please just pull out to the window.
I said, okay. So at this point, I'm like, they're just frustrated. Okay, whatever. I get up there. This is not a joke. Okay. This is the Jack in the Box on Hosmer in Tacoma, so you guys can eat dicks. Seriously, I get up there and the manager comes up to the window and she's like, excuse me, sir, due to COVID, we're not allowed to take the food back. And so because of that, we can't confirm that your food is wrong. And I looked at her and said, why would I make that up?
Yeah.
What do you think I'm trying to gain? Like, You think I'm trying to get a free meal?
Sir,
Sir, we check.
Throw it away.
She looks at me
in
a fucking condescending way. She looks at me. Now, mind you, there's the plexiglass, because that helps you because you're just touching everything.
Like this is going to come out of her fucking, like that's going to come out of her check.
Yeah.
The bun that they probably paid 2 cents for and the burger patty that they probably paid fucking 5 cents for.
So I look at her through this square that's this big and I said, ma'am, I ordered this. It's probably not even the same. I mean, I just, there's a very specific thing that I didn't want this. And honestly, I didn't pay for it. So she looks at me in a condescending way and says, there's so many people with this COVID thing going on that are trying to take advantage of the system. And I looked at her without hesitation. I said, hey, bitch, listen, I don't know why you're coming at me this way. I really don't. And you're a manager of a fast food restaurant. I get it. But like, this is insanity. She's like, sir, you have yourself a good day. And I, without hesitation, said, you know what? Eat dicks. And she was like, inappropriate, sir. I was like, I want my food.
Dude, I would have thrown that fucking bag food right.
I was close to, but I didn't want to be that guy. So I was like, look, I'm not going anywhere until I get what I ordered. You guys can have this back. Sir, we can't take it back because of COVID restrictions. I was like, well, give me the right food. She goes, sir, we double check all of our orders. I said, this is a fast food restaurant.
Double check mine.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I didn't order fucking whatever the shit. Anyways,
I didn't order a salad. I ordered a burger.
I don't remember what it was. But anyways. Well, that was fun.
Jesus. Hey, Corey.
I mean, that was the most ridiculous thing I think I've ever done. So if you guys didn't notice, there was a big fucking what the shit. Like my internet took a dive, like went to 0 to nothing. And it literally probably take 20, 25 minutes for it to get back up and running.
This was Corey's internet.
It sounds like you playing the oboe.
Hey, Corey, are you back in the Zoom? Are you in? Why don't you bend over and spell run 3 times fast? Are you in? Are you in? Are you in?
Inappropriate. By the way, this week's episode is rated G. This week's episode is rated G for Gayson.
Gayson, huh?
Yeah, your nickname.
Maybe you are Cankle Boobs. It's funny how he's kind of just disappeared.
No, you know what?
I think it's you.
It is weird that he's disappeared. It's making me wonder if he's coming up with an alternate. What?
I wish we could send a welfare check.
We knew where to send it. If we knew where to send it, we would. All right, I'm doing a speed check on my internet to see if it's back or something was going on with it. No, it's still fucked, so I don't give a shit.
I know. I was wondering what was going on because I was getting some weird buzzing noise in my ears.
No, something's fucked. I'm mad. For those internet companies out there that claim to charge you for what you pay for, they like to conveniently just turn it down to see if you notice. They say, oh, they only use this much most days. So they'll turn it to that so you don't get infected. If you ever check it, like right now, if you look up what your internet service provider is supposed to be sending you, it's not supposed to be the maximum because it's always like up to, but you should be at least getting like half to 3/4 of that, which is usually more than you need. Like I pay for like, I think a gig, right?
Yeah.
I'm running at, what did I say? 4.4. and then that the max is like 8 point. Like, no, that is like
I pay for the most too. And I when I ran my speed test, I was only at what, 240.
But the reality is 240 is a shit ton. So unless you're streaming and gaming, you'll never notice like in high def. Like You don't need that much.
Oh,
Anyways.
and actually, that's just my computer, right? Because I know my wife's home. She's probably watching something. My daughter's home watching something.
More importantly, I was finishing talking about how much I fucking hate the Jack in the Box off Hosmer. So, what about you? You got anything?
Yeah, since we're bitching about shit,
Yes.
Comcast, the Jack in the Box off Hosmer in Tacoma.
Yep.
Well, I got one.
Okay.
The Firestone Complete Auto Care in Covington, Washington.
Oh, I think you started talking about that briefly before we got. I don't know. We lost a big chunk because everything went wonky. I had to restart my computer and everything. So, so hit me with it. What you got? What they do?
I took my company car in for service.
Yeah.
Supposed to be oil change, tire rotation, air filter.
Right.
You know, I've gotten in the habit of when I go get my tires rotated, when I get out of my car, I take a pen and I mark the front tire on the driver's side just to make sure I'm getting what I paid for. Well, sure as shit, dude. I did it out of habit. You know, it's not my car, but still, I'm driving it, right?
Right.
So I do it. I give the guy my keys. I'm like, how long is it gonna be? It was like 2:00. It was my appointment. And he's like, well, we close at 5. I'm like, 3 hours for an oil change and tire rotation? Are you kidding me? But I didn't say anything. I went over to Nikki's Bar and Grill.
Yeah.
Had a couple beers and a little appetizer.
Yep.
Shit you not, dude. They called me at like 2:40 or 4:45, 15 minutes before they close.
Right.
So I go, I'm waiting. Nobody's in the front office. Waiting. Guy comes in, does the paperwork, good to go. I mean, he locks the door behind me as I'm walking out. I walk up to my car. I'm like, oh, I open the front door. I'm like, hey, let me check the front tire. I go look at the front tire. There's my fucking pen mark on the front tire. So I called up our leasing agent. I was like, hey, these guys are fucking you. And B, like, I'm driving this car. I want to feel safe. You know?
I mean,
tire rotation.
What you want, but the tire rotation kind of keeps the tires from wearing bright, and so you don't. Yeah, I'd be pissed.
Well, and not just that. What if it was my car? Like,
what if you paid for the service?
Yeah,
they're like, oh, it's company. Fuck it.
Yeah.
You know what's funny?
Who's this through? This is through a leasing agent. Fucking whatever. So I called and complained, and dude, the manager had the nerve of calling me. I didn't answer, leaving a voicemail going, "Oh, he didn't rotate the tires because the ones in the front looked better. Looked like they had more treads than the one in the back." Dude, this car has 10,000 miles on it. Okay, 10,000. So how can you tell the difference of tread between the front tires and the back tire?
So you're
going to call me and give me some bullshit line like that?
You just reminded me.
Firestone and Covington, go fuck yourself,
dude. You just reminded me of something. So I buy almost exclusively all my tires for my cars at Les Schwab, not because I like them, but because there's locations everywhere. It just whatever.
Yeah.
Right. It's convenient. If I need, I'm not going to drive out my fucking way. Right. But anyways, so my truck's got them. My 4Runner's got it. And my wife's car's got it. Right. All Les Schwab. So I took my car to Les Schwab and to get the tires rotated, and I think I had a nail in one of my tires. This was about a month ago. And the company I work for has an account with Les Schwab, right? So I went in there, and the guy's like, phone number. Well, I only have one phone. Give him the phone number. 555-5556. Anyone wants to call me, 555-555.
1212.
And he comes up and he's like, oh, and he looks at it, and this is one of those things where you kind of notice something's off, but you don't think much of it because whatever. So he's like, oh, what do you need done? I was like, I just need a tire rotated, and I think I have a nail in my back tire. He's like, okay. So I was like, how long is it going to take? He's like, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes, whatever. And I said, that's cool. So I'll just walk over to there's like a little Rite Aid or whatever behind where I was. We're going to walk over there and take a look around, just kind of, I get a call in like 10 minutes. And the guy goes, hey, so I think you need new brakes. I think you need this. I think you need that. And we can go ahead and just take care of it. And I was like, no, man. No, I don't need that. And the guy's like, come on, man. This is company. I was like, no, it's not company.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. He literally said to me, dude, your company will pay for it. I was like, no, what the fuck are you talking about?
Wow.
He tried to because at some because there was a point where I did have a company vehicle. Like now I just drive my own car and they compensate me for it a little bit and it's just fine because I was just tired of like having to worry about all this stuff and I have my own stuff already. Anyways, that's a long story short. But he was gonna try to be like, oh man, hey, you need all this stuff done. And the first fall, it didn't need any of that stuff done because I had just fucking bought the car less than 2 months ago. So he was trying to just pull an okie dokie. He figured it's his company car. Fuck.
Dude, he didn't even offer you He didn't even offer you a piece.
No, but it's not even about that. It's like he was trying to say because it was a company car that he was just going to do all these things. So I was a little irritated. So I came back and I said, so what to you determines whether it needs brakes? Because the brakes had to be replaced before I bought it. So the brand new brakes. So if you're going to tell me the brakes need to be redone, then I need to go to the dealership that I bought the car from and kick some ass.
Yeah.
The guy didn't say a word. He
just looked at me, dude?
And I just stood there like kind of like, you know, like I'm not afraid of confrontation, but I just be honest with me.
I can picture it
like thinking it was a company.
Like if it was on film, I could picture you two just staring at each other, camera you, camera one.
No, this is what happened. You want to see it? This is what happened. You're gonna answer the question? Like, you just literally handed me my keys back, and you're like looking at me like literally did. And so I stood there for a minute, and then his manager, somebody walked in. I said, "Hey, can I get some like?" And I kind of explained to him, I wasn't trying to be a dick, because I know that. Look, we know the car industry is a fucking ripoff. Anybody that doesn't know that, spoiler alert. There's more money in repairing cars.
I don't think it matters what the word is in front of industry. If it's industry, there's something fucked up with it.
No, I know.
Healthcare, insurance, auto, music.
Oh yeah, because by law you have to have insurance, and we could charge you whatever we want.
Yeah, doors, frames, and hardware, music industry, whatever you name it, dude. It's fucked up.
You know, fast food.
Yeah.
Commercial door hardware.
Speaking of
what? Speaking of anyways, so I thought it was interesting. He was only because he thought it was because it comes up and it'll come up both. It comes up and my name and that. And I was like, no, it's me. This is mine. And it doesn't always happen, just every once in a while, which I think is interesting. But anyways,
but how many people have? All right, I'm done talking about that.
I got a question for you.
I don't want to carry on with that.
I got a question to change the subject. You ready for this?
Sock it to me.
When was the last time you had a sword fight? And I don't mean with metal swords.
Oh, homosexual?
No, like peeing. When did that stop? Think about it.
What?
You know what a sword fight? When boys growing up, 5, 6 years old, you pee and dude. You know what? If you've never done that, you haven't lived. Now I know what's wrong with you.
No.
Sword fights.
No.
You don't,
dude.
Cross the streams while peeing in the toilet at the same time,
dude.
Yeah.
You never tangle your shorts,
dude. I'm talking about when you're goddamn 5 years old, not as an adult. I haven't done that for weeks.
Dude, my parents kept me in a fucking dog kennel.
Don't tell me about who was fucking kept from what.
I was in a dog kennel up until I was like 7 years old.
My point is this, bitch.
Hey,
listen.
Maybe when we play Edward 40 hands, we can have a sword fight.
Yeah, maybe we can. Can I get to my goddamn point, please?
Hey,
man?
Corey, I have a question. When's the last time you docked with another dude?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
You know, when
This
you
is
touch
not-
penises and you pull the
Dude.
foreskin over the other one?
God,
When was the last time you did that?
I'm gonna give you the look like I gave the guy a fucking Les Schwab right now.
Oh, fuck.
Sword fighting. At some point in every boy's life, that just goes away. But when and why? I know why, but you know what I mean? Like, what's that age where that becomes like, oh no, you can't see my wee, right? Because at some point they don't care. It's just fun. We're just people. But like, was it like 9, 8, 10? It's somewhere in there. This was an actual conversation I had with somebody. I joking at work. We're in the bathroom. Like, hey, you want the sword fights? And it's not the first time it's ever happened, but it was like, ha ha ha. And then somebody's just like, when did that become a thing that's not okay anymore? Well, when you're like 5 or 6, it's probably the funniest thing in the world to do with your best friend. But then someday you will realize, right? That's what I'm trying to get at. You're all scared to talk about your penis.
No,
say it again.
no, I'm not, dude. I was just talking about docking. When's the last time you docked with anybody?
Well, I know that's all you think about. Oh, by the way, before I forget, think that you like my hat. Whether you are a pro or anti-Seahawks is pretty legit. So there's a bar,
What?
Thrusters Lounge.
Oh,
It's a bar down in San Diego. It's like a Seahawks bar. So like six years ago, I went to go see the Seahawks play the Chargers. I think it was like week 1. We got whooped, but it was like 110 degrees on the field. It was so hot. I'll never forget, but it was a blast. It was so much fun. San Diego was awesome. And there's this bar, it's called Thrusters Lounge, and we went there. It's a Seahawks bar, and they watch the games every week. So I had to buy a hat. But yeah, I busted this out because I haven't worn it in a long time, but it's like an old, trucker hat.
man, I just got a trucker hat and I left it in my car, and I was full on intending on wearing it tonight, and I fucking.
Well, hey,
so save it for next week.
That's fine. I mean, I'm all in on buying some more trucker hats because I have a couple, but most of the hats I have are fitted. But trucker hats are. I'm starting to.
You'll like my new.
There's
You'll
only
like my new hat.
Does it say I eat ass?
No, I don't want to give it away.
I saw somebody the other day that had a hat. Just trucker hat. It has a square on it. It says I eat ass, and I was just like, all I could think about is you last week going, do you eat ass? And it just was funny to me because
Speaking of,
not speaking of, but this one's a good one. I hold on, let me find it. I know I saved it on purpose because I wanted to see it.
the comedian.
Okay. So it's kind of a joke, but it's pretty funny. It says, and you know this because I sent it to you, but I still got to read it for our listeners. My girlfriend broke up with me, so I stole her wheelchair. You know what the punchline is? Guess who came crawling back? It's so fucking stupid, but it's great because it's fucked up. Like,
Yeah.
Why would you date a girl in a wheelchair?
Why wouldn't you?
Oh God.
I like the other comedian, the TikTok you sent me, or the guy,
dude,
the old
dude
man
where
with
he's
the
like
sayings.
the old man saying.
He'd fart and he'd be like, "Man, that one feels like it's gonna itch when it dries."
And he's like, "Wait,
dude,
what?
You didn't fart, you just shit your pants.
You just shit your pants." Yeah, that's great.
Or he'd see a beautiful woman and be like, "Whoo, she's so hot, I'd hump her shadow on a gravel driveway." Oh man,
like you're still fucking rocks. Yeah, that guy is pretty good. There's some good comedians out there. I can't wait till things get back to normals where I can start going to comedy shows again.
Oh, you can still go.
No, you know what I mean.
Tacoma Comedy
like
Club?
really go. really go.
You can go to Tacoma Comedy Club. Me and my wife went. We had a blast, dude.
No, I know.
As long as you keep your beer right here and keep chicken wing in the other hand, you're good to go.
Anyways, moving on.
Carry on.
Yeah, so that was my question. Was like, when does sword fighting become not cool anymore as a boy? I think my vote's like 9. About 9 is where everything starts getting a little. What would you think?
I think if you drink enough, it could become cool again.
No, dude.
Yeah.
We joke about Edward 40 hands, but we're hammered McSandwiches because we've had this conversation. We're probably going to.
We're gonna need some help. Who's gonna help us whip it out when we're tied up with 240s?
Well, I don't know how much your wife loves you.
Hey.
My wife would be like, God damn it.
They help. We want a sword fight.
She'd be like, hold on, let's get it. Okay, now you can go.
Like a magician pulling the handkerchiefs out.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know. Baseball is very interesting right now. I know you're an Angels fan, but it's been a very, very long time for me. Like 20 years since the Mariners have even made the playoffs, and they're in the hunt. And I don't actually care if they make it or not, because the reality is, if they make it in the playoffs, let's be honest, they're not going to do anything. And if they do, holy shit, I'll be on fucking cloud 9. Like, I will root till they're out. But they might make the playoffs this year. They could be. They're playing Boston right now. They're 2 games behind Boston in the AL wild card, and they're winning right now 2-1.
I went.
Yeah,
it was a couple years ago. They had that 1-game playoff they were playing.
Mm-hmm.
I went to that game, and that was electric, dude.
I know, man. It's the thing about this is, like, regardless of who you're a fan of, it's been 20 years. It's been since they won 116 games, which is the most in MLB history. Tired with the Cubs. Say what you want, and then they got beat. And I don't. It took a toll.
Guess what they get remembered by? Not winning.
Well, no, but right, and deservedly so. Because
winning so much
you
that
remember,
didn't win.
But think about it. Like, I know you're trying to be funny, but you're not funny because you're a stupid ass Angels fan, bitch.
I hope we don't lose too
when
many
you go this
people
long. When you go this long for being, if you go this long without winning, right?
Yeah.
Like, and I will be honest, Seattle's got some of the worst bandwagon fans in the world. I believe so. And I don't mean like the fans that don't live in Seattle. I mean the people live in Seattle that all of a sudden they're like, oh my gosh, let's go to the game and drink a beer and sit in the beer garden. Like, oh wait, what's baseball? Those fuckers. Or football, for that matter. It drives me nuts. If you can sit on your phone and look at your phone the entire game, and in the fourth quarter, you're just like all of a sudden trying to act like you're just the biggest fan, I will punch you in the face, pour a beer on your face. Like, somebody else deserves that ticket.
Man, you're
not your bitch ass.
Hostile.
Like, I'm not saying you can never look at your phone. Like, let's be real. In this day and age, everybody looks at their phone. But if you're sitting
kind of sad
for like more than 5 minutes ever during the game, I'm not talking halftime. I'm not talking pregame. I'm not even talking during commercial timeouts, because some of those are so fucking goddamn long. You're like, goddamn, what's going on? I can't even see the commercials. All I'm seeing is the same things over and over on the video board. Fuck, I don't want to see jet skis fucking race anymore. What the fuck they do now? Like, I don't care if it's red, blue, green, or yellow. It's all pre-programmed.
Bullshit. Did you know you're that guy?
No, I'm not.
When the speedboats or the hydro boats come up on the screen.
You know what? I'll be honest. The first year they did it
with the ball.
The first year they did it.
Number 3. It's 3, 3, 3, and you're like high-fiving everybody.
No, that's different, because that's picking a number from the beginning. The racing boats, it's like
yellow. It's yellow. See, I told you. High fives all around. Yeah.
God, you just want to get fucking nut tapped, don't you? Bag tag, whatever. Anyways, I don't remember where I was going with it, but anyways, it's been so long since the Mariners have done shit. By the way, one of my favorite Mariners shirts I've ever owned in my life. This is a lot of people don't like
stupid.
it. What'd you say? We're gonna throw fisticuffs next time I see your bitch ass. This is my favorite Mariners logo, and it's because this was the logo, the old hat. I think I've worn one that has it on there. That just the S. It's because it's when I really remembered starting watching and understanding what's happening, like back in like 88, 89, 90 in that area. Like I was 8, 9 years old, and I started realizing like I had a baseball cards, and anybody that was on the screen, I'd pull the card out. Like I was crazy about it. And this was when not every game was on TV. So it was Channel 11 locally, Channel 11 that would play the games, but it was like you had to you would go to the grocery store, you get the schedule, and be like, okay, this game's on TV. Okay, this game's on TV. Yeah. And the rest were on the radio. Remember that? Like think about
TV
that.
Guide. TV Guide.
Well, we never had a TV Guide, but it was like it would. It was
there was a magazine called TV Guide.
Yeah, I know. I didn't even have cable, dude. My parents still don't have cable.
You Amish?
Do I look Amish, bitch? Yeah. Do I have a long gross
beard?
Father,
may I watch the Mariners game today?
Do I look like I have a beard?
You have to go back and finish churning that butter.
Hey, do I look like I have a big, long, straggly beard like BH does?
BH?
BH.
Oh, Big Harry?
Yeah, Big Harry. I can say this because I have no idea if he's listening because he won't answer his goddamn phone.
He's big timing you. Yeah.
I literally left him a voicemail last week and I sang to him.
Oh, hey, has he paid you yet? Maybe that's why he's not answering. He owes you money.
This bitch. Hold the fuck on. You know what? Next week, we're calling him.
Are we?
Yep. This is your warning. This is the shot across the bow, BH, Big Harry. If you don't listen, you won't know it's coming.
Yeah.
But next week, we are calling you to find out what the shit. And you know how we're going to test him? I'm going to call him. And then you're going to call him. If he answers for you and not me, I'm going to fucking bag tag that bitch. Like, after all we've been through. We'll see. We'll see. I think that's a good idea. What about you?
Yeah.
And speaking about Monkey never called. What was that?
Monkey didn't call. Monkey did not call.
Probably doing all kinds of crazy, like
eating bananas and
banana bread and anything with banana. You know, he's probably eating those banana rents.
Probably throwing poop at people.
You know what? He probably has corn in his poo too. And chunks of banana. You know what? I think that's all I got for this week. How about you?
Yeah. I hope we didn't lose too many with all the sports talk. But hey, it's exciting times right
now. Sports are good. And if you're not into sports, well, then you're lame. Not true, but it is. Sports are good because it causes debates. Because me and Jason disagree on a lot of sports things, and then we disagree on a lot of sports things, and then we also disagree on a lot of sports things.
Well, I hope you realize I just disagree with you. Just to piss
I know,
off.
I know, but it's fun. Go fuck yourself, Cam. Cam Newton is a dick. Like who says? Like if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm gonna find the YouTube or whatever. I'm gonna drop a link down below because you guys got to see how crazy this fucktard is. Like. Nobody should be thinking like, dude, I wouldn't let him be a part of your business ever. Like,
no,
I have an ego, but only because I'm actually awesome. Unlike Cam Newton with the dumbass fucking hair and dressing like a goddamn, I don't even know. I would say a woman, but that would be insulting to women.
Yeah, right.
He looks like I don't even know what to tell you.
I mean, it's one thing to look in the mirror and go, man, this looks fucking good. That's another thing to have like several other people go, Cam, that looks fucking great, man. You're looking good today. You know?
No, what it is like you look at it like an idiot and they just roll with it. So fuck you, Cam Newton. Hope you never play in the league again. Enjoy your millions of dollars because you'll always have more money than I ever will. But whatever.
End of the road. I don't know the lyrics.
You should, because we talked about Boys to Men. It's like,
Cam don't belong to anyone because he got cut because he smells like poo.
And he got his finger in his butt. Ooh. He probably likes it that way. You know what? He probably eats ass. You know, he probably eats ass. He looks like an ass eater.
Yeah.
Well, what's that? And with that, we're gonna go and call it a week. We'll see you guys next time. Look for something fantastic on Facebook in the next couple days. We're gonna surprise a few folks and also entertain you to the greatest of our abilities. Is that a good way of putting it? Okay, bye.